Okay, welcome to the recording of how to build a landscape. The way we start, like everything else, we start up Sketchpad. Of course, you can draw this with a pencil and paper as well. When we start up Sketchpad, it'll come up to the last thing that we did, and I'll look at this, something like this. So let's take a look at it. Plus blank create. So now we're sharing our screen. That should work fine. So we're on a blank screen. Let's zoom it in. We're going to make this nice and easy. You can always make it more complicated, but you should always start off easy. We'll draw our hills. And let me look up here. I want to make sure that we can see home on a hill. In one of the browser windows, we will get rid of these other ones. That's a home on a hill, as you can see the end result. And so we have Sketchpad and home on a hill. That's where we should end up. So let's draw our first hills. And our hills might be something like this. I'm using the pen. I probably should use the pencil, but it doesn't make that big a difference. So make sure these lines go off the page so that which I didn't do, of course, so that when we paint them, it won't be a problem, okay? I'll change this to pencil. The next thing we do is build our roads. So as you learn with Ms. Hernandez, as you go into the distance, things obviously get smaller and smaller. So we'll start off nice and wide down here with our road and watch it get narrow. Again, I'm going to the end of the sign. We'll go up to here and we'll start off here, and it'll be narrower than it was at the beginning and still narrower at the end. And I can see I still left a little tiny gap there, okay? So there's our roads. Then we build a house on the hill. So the house on the hill looks something like this. I'll use the line tool so we can make straight lines. You can always draw it with a pencil, but watch this. If I click here, go up to here, go over to here, go over to, oops, let me go over to here. Go over to here because we want to have the door appear where the driveway is, okay? That's the main part of the house. And I'll do a roof. I'll go up to here, go up to here, go up to here, click this, go up to here, okay? Okay, that's good. You double click to end that. I'll put a door right here. And I'll put a window right here. Obviously, you can do more with this house than this. I'm just trying to make it easy. You could put 2 stories. You could do whatever you want. This is kind of the minimum. And I'll put a window here. Okay, looks like it's all tightened up there. I don't see any gaps. We'll see. Okay, and now we have the road in and out. There's bushes everywhere, so we'll go to the pencil tool and make it nice and narrow. And I'll just draw some bushes down here. I notice there's a little rabbit as well. And I end it off the page so that they can just click a green and make it go. And maybe our rabbit looks something like this. That's a tall rabbit. Not a great one by any stretch, but it's popping up behind the plant. Maybe it's on a rock. Oh, that's awful. But I think you get the idea. It has a little fluffy tail. And 2 eyes. And teeth to eat its little whatever they call that, lettuce or whatever the plants are, okay? And there's our rabbit. Again, not a great rabbit, but this is not meant to draw rabbits. Let's put some trees here. We want to put trees on a flat ground. So I'll put the trees up here with some kind of roots down here. And I'll put something up here that's for the green part of it, okay, the leaves. Put another tree over here. And the roots, you got to close the whole thing so you can paint it with one click. And we'll put some leaves up here. Make sure we close it and then we're good. Okay, so there's our farm and our buildings, okay? So let's try to color this now. I'd say make every area of hill a slightly different shade of green. So let's try that. I'll go to here. I will select green, and in fact, I'll go down and call this is my first green. I will go into here. I'll select the second green. And I'll call this the second green. Okay, a little different green. And the third green, I'll go into here. And maybe I will put a very light green up by the house. Okay, so there we go. We have three different kind of greens here reflecting maybe different soils or something like that. Okay, let me select something here. I'm going to select this here. Okay, maybe I need to select this here. And I'll go into here and I'll say, bring this to the front. I expected that to go behind the line. Let me select the line. Well, let's just see here. Okay, when we color it, it'll kind of get fixed. It's annoying. And we'll put the sky as blue here. No, we don't want that. So that's the perfect example of why I need to click into here and delete. There's kind of a paint buffer there. And there we go. So we have everything here. Let's finish up the coloring. And I'll go into here. And I'll click it. We'll make the road kind of brown. In the picture, if you look, the road is kind of brown, look a little like a yellow brick road. So I'll go into here and make it, oh, I don't want that, come on. Click in the open area. We'll make the road brownish. Okay, why is that? Let's see. Okay, so we have this here. I'll undo that. Let me click off the screen here. I'll go into here. Go into here, pick brown, and why is that? I'm confused. Okay, I'll click that, I'll click that. There's our road, okay? Sometimes the thing has a mind of its own. I'll click here, and I will change the tree. Click here, click here. Here. And what I might just do, because I don't like these lines, they're not really needed. I'll go into here, I'll delete this line. Let's see that. There we go. Okay, well, leaves me a white spot. I'll go into here. I'll delete that line, and maybe I'll just color it in. I'll select here. I'm just going into these open areas and painting everything. Okay, we haven't painted the house yet, so don't worry about that. So we have this hill and that hill. Let's do the house now. Okay, so I'm going to go into here. I'm going to paint the trees a little green. Okay, we have the trees green. I'm going to go into here, and it's a red house. Oh, I don't want that. Jeez, I don't know why that's happening. I don't know why. I can't expect you to, but I'm going to paint the farmhouse here. Okay, I think it's because these are connected some way. So let me undo this. I'm going to go into here, select this green. Okay, I'm going to go into here and make sure that this line is drawn between these various things, because the problem is by getting rid of that line, I made this all into one element. So there we go. Now let's paint the farmhouse red. I'll go into here. Farmhouse. Side of the farmhouse and the top. It must be linked in some way. I'll paint this yellow. Paint the window yellow. Okay, sometimes I get confused and I'll change that, and then I change it back to pixel. I'll paint the window yellow. Paint this yellow. Let's put a sun up in the sky. Nope. And there we go. So we have the sun. Let's finish our little bunny rabbit and branches and all that down the bottom. I'll go into here. Go back to here. Sometimes you just have to click another button here. Okay, we're going to change this to green. I'll change this down here to green. Go into here, click this. Change this into gray. These bunnies are gray. Don't see all that many of them. Okay, so right now, this is an acceptable project, okay? We can do more. I'm going to end this now so you can look at this in 5 minutes or so and at least know how to do it. I may expand it to a higher level one, but right now I'm going to stop my recording and you can do this. And if you handed this in, you get a 30 out of 30. Thank you.